Okay, this is Sergio With, aka Mr. Smith. I have had some comments with regards to a video I recently published about James Moody solo. It's a blues solo on Blues Walk. Apparently, all of you are pretty happy with chorus number 1, except when it reached bar 10, 11. It goes fast, yeah. These are 2 bars of semi-quavers, and a number of you have asked me, how do you approach this? I don't have the technique to go that fast. I don't know how to go that fast. So how do you practice such a fast passage? So I thought I'd do a very short video and share with you how I would approach this this passage. So first of all, let's listen to it. Okay, so that goes pretty fast. So the idea is just simply slow it down, but not a little bit, a lot. So this passage that is in semi-quavers, imagine it as being in quavers instead, or 8th note if you're in America. And that would sound something like this. Really bring it down, bring it right down. That's much more manageable. Now, it's a long phrase. It's got, what is it, 32, 34 notes. Ideally, try to memorize the 34 notes so you don't have to read the passage of the transcribed solo. That's my advice number 1. One way to memorize such a large number of notes is to cut it into bits. So maybe you take the very first section, the first 4 semi-quavers plus 1, so that you always land on a downbeat. So it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then you speed it up. Then you add an extra beat plus 1 note again, so that you finish on the downbeat. Back to the original very slow tempo. And you start accelerating. If you want this to be measured and to know how well you progress, I absolutely invite you to do this with a metronome. Let me show you how that would work. Okay, now I have switched on my drum machine or my metronome, and it's at 80 beats per minute, and I'm just gonna practice those first 2 beats in quavers with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then you start accelerating. So this is now 100 beats per minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And let's put it to 110. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 130. 50. One 60. Okay, you can accelerate all the way to 260, which is, if you're going to play them as quavers, which is exactly where the pace would be. When you arrive around 200, this is where you don't think of this phrase in quavers anymore. Try to think of them in semi-quavers, and or you may go back down to 80 beats per minute and do them in semi-quavers, which would be, if I bring the metronome down to 80, that would be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the whole phrase. If you have studied only 2 beats, that would be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's in semi-quavers at 80 beats per minute. And then you accelerate by either 5 beats per minute or 10 beats per minute. Right, well, let's put beat number 3 into it. So now we'll have 12 notes plus 1. Add an extra beat. We're only halfway through there, but I think you get the idea. So if you practice like this, I can guarantee you that in no time, you will, 1, have memorized the entire phrase, which is really important, memorize the phrase, and 2, you will be able to play the entire phrase at 80, then 85, 90, 100, all the way to 132 beats per minute. So this is how you achieve playing this at the right tempo, which is there. 1, 2, 3. And now, before I let you go, just remember, this is bar 10 and 11 of a blues in F concert or G blues for a tenor sax player. So do remember, as you've memorized this phrase, you're going to want to play it, but you can't play it just anywhere you like. So remember the harmony that is attached with that particular phrase. The first bar is A minor 7, it's a 2-5, A minor 7, and the second bar is D7, which means that on any jazz tune where you have an A minor 7 followed by a D7, you should be able to perform that phrase. You should also be able to perform half the phrase in quavers over a 2-5 once. I'll leave you with those thoughts. If you have any questions or if you need any more help, let me know. I'll make another short videos for you. You take care. Until next time. Ciao.